and welcome to my channel, and let's get this first video started. So I'm going to be taking the Professional Primer from Benefit, and I'll just be rubbing that all over my face. And I highly recommend this because it helps with pores. And then I'll be taking the Fit Me Concealer in shade 15 from Maybelline, and I'll just be putting that all over my blemishes and my red areas, so then when we put on our foundation, that my skin tone will be even. Then I'll just be taking my beauty blender and I'll be blending that out. Next, I'll be taking the Infallible Total Coverage Foundation in the shade 304 Natural Buff from L'Oreal, and I'll just be putting that all over my face. And I highly recommend this because it lasts all day. And then I'll just be taking my beauty blender and I'll be blending all that out. And this is also very nice too because it does total coverage, but it's also a little bit lightweight on the face. So if you need a good foundation for summer, this is the right foundation to go to. Then next I'll be going back to my Fit Me Concealer, and I'll just be putting that under my eyes to, one, brighten up the eyes, and to also help hide the bags underneath my eyes. I don't get a lot of sleep, so this saves my life. Then I'll be taking it on the bridge of my nose. On my chin. Then also on my forehead to help highlight all of those high points of my face. Then I'll be taking my beauty blender again, and I'll just be blending all of that out. And I'm gonna be making sure that it blends with the foundation and that you don't see one straight line of just concealer or foundation. Next, I'll be taking Brow This Way by Rimmel in the shade Medium Brown, and I just will be outlining my natural eyebrow shape. Then I'll just be taking that and I'll just be filling it in. Then I'll be brushing out any harsh lines that were left by the angled brush, just to make them look a little bit more natural. Then I'll be taking the same concealer that I put on my face, and I'll be taking that on a flat brush, and I'll just clean up my eyebrows. Then I'll be taking my Stay Matte Pressed Powder by Rimmel in the shade Natural or 003, and I'll just be setting my face with that powder, and this just helps me stay matte all day because I have a pretty oily face, especially in my nose creases and on my forehead. And then I'll be taking my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and I'll just be taking that to warm up my face. And a little product goes a lot of way with this Hoola Bronzer. So it'll last for a long time. Then I'll be taking my Maybelline New York Shine Free Loose Powder, and I'll just be cleaning up those lines. I'll be taking it on the bridge of my nose so then I can contour my nose with also the Hoola Bronzer. Then I'll be taking my nude blush from the 10 color blush palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'll just be rubbing that on the apples of my cheeks, and I'll be dragging it back, making sure that my blush blends in with my bronzer. And then I'll be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I'll just be taking that on the high points of my cheekbones and then also underneath my eyebrow bone. This is by far my favorite highlight because not only does it make you glow, it also has the holographic to it, so it makes it look a little bit more poppin'. Then I'll just be taking a big fluffy brush and I just blended out my highlight so it'll blend a little bit better. And then I'll be dusting off that baking that I did before. Then I'll be taking that glow kit and I'll be taking it on the tip of my nose, on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and then moving on to eyeshadow. I'll be taking the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to be using a light brown, like closer to my skin tone, just to put into my crease and kind of all over my lid a little bit messily. And I'm just going to build that up a little bit so it'll show a little bit of color. Now I'll be taking a smaller brush and I'll be taking a little bit darker of a brown, and then I'll be focusing that more in on my crease, but I'll also be blending it out. And I'll be taking a darker brown and I'm just going to put that into the corner of my eyelid. And then I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to blend it all out so it all mixes and blends together. Then I'll be taking a silver glitter from the palette as well, and I'm just going to put that on the part that originally had no eyeshadow on it. And then I'll be taking the brown and the darker brown, and I'm just going to be following that underneath my waterline. And then I'll be going back to the glow kit. I'm just going to highlight my inner corners of my eyes. Then I'm going to take the Mega Lash mascara by Wet n Wild. And I don't usually wear fake eyelashes because my eyelashes are long enough already, and to me fake eyelashes are sometimes a hassle, especially if you're in a hurry. And then I'll be doing it on my lower lashes as well. Then I put the NYX Lingerie lipstick on. Thank you for watching.